Good morning, gents. Welcome to another video. It's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day to mine, up there. Yeah, so before I get to, let's go on with the video. So today, as you may know from yesterday's video, it's a weekend of new stuff from Prohibition style. And today we got the second scent of the two. The pot of soap is blooming away and it's called Sidecar. Sidecar being a cognac and lemony scent. Not the world's biggest fan of the alcohol. Well, not the alcohol, but cognac. Brandy in general, really. Not a great fan. But the scent on this is not as prominent as the whiskey sour. The whiskey is very heavily dominant on that scent profile, whereas this one is much more subtle. If you're looking at a scent rating of 1 to 10, the whiskey sour comes in about 5 or 6. This is probably about a 3, maybe a 4. So it's a very subtle scent. It's there, definitely there. You've got that warmth of the brandy coming through, but it's not overpowering. So for me, that's a big plus. Anyway, let's get on to it. So, after yesterday's fun and games lathering the badger brush, I decided I'm going to bloom the pot. Now, you may not be able to see the bloom water sitting in there, probably not because of how I'm angling it, but anyway, it's there, and so I'm going to use that as a bit of a pre-shave. I've already hot toweled this morning, so we're all good to go. So we're going to skip the badger brush today, we're going to go for a straight up brilliant lather first of all, with the Razor Rock Monster synthetic brush, and the razor again today, just for purposes of consistency in terms of reviewing the initial first impressions, is the Razor Rock Hawk with a Feather Pro. So let's go. We're going to use the bloom water as a bit of a pre-shave. Quite a bit of it there. Oh, that's super slick. Rub that in there. No, it's quite a clean scent, this. I think it may be the fact that it's not an overly powering scent profile on the intended aromas, so that the soapiness is coming through. I don't know if that's intentional or what, but like I say, for me, having less of the prominent brandy is a good thing. Not a huge fan, but of brandy, that is. But I can see how people would love it. So what we're going to do, I've got the wetted brush, I've got the soap, we're going to load straight away. The blooming has helped take up some of the lather quite quickly. It's always a good thing. I might retry this attempt later on with a fully bloomed puck and a badger, but as I've always thought with anything, play to your strengths, so use what's best. There's no point going crazy trying to get a lather with something that you're going to struggle with when you know you can get a bloody good lather with a different brush. So we have plenty in the knot. We have a fair amount there. What we're going to do, so I've got some there. Oh yeah, the lemon works with the brandy quite well. So I've just got a bit of that on there, don't want to waste it. All's fair in love and war and all that jazz. So let's get face lathering. It's a very smooth brandy scent. So the lemon is just a balancing agent. great lather with this brush. So the citrus notes it's very reminiscent of a biscuit. I don't know if anyone abroad ever had them, but us Brits, probably the older generation, will remember them more than the younger guys. But we have biscuits called like lemon puffs. It's a very subtle lemon, very creamy lemon, and that's what you've got here. Just the brandy kind of offering that slightly sharper note. Okay, I'm going to add a little water. Not a lot. Because we've got a very thick, super thick lather here, and it's quite an impressive lather really. I've often struggled to get, I say struggled, it's always been a bit more effort, is probably a fairer way of putting it, to get a good, thick, dense lather out of a vegan soap. Don't know why. I don't know if it's one of those psychological things that in my head tallow must be better. But this soap, and certainly a couple of others, have dispelled that myth. And just an update on yesterday's shave. The post shave from the whiskey sour was absolutely spot on. My skin felt superb afterwards. There was none of the dryness, none of the overly greasiness that some slick soaps can leave you with. It's difficult to describe how it feels. Just nourished, I suppose, is the way to go. So, I'm happy with that. The razor is ready. The face is ready. Gladiators, are you ready? Hark back to my childhood there. British Gladiators on TV. Wonderful series growing up. Who was your favourite gladiator growing up, lads? I already have money on who I think will be the most popular. Any ladies watching? I bet you had your most favourite as well. Anyway, let's shave. So like I say, we've got the Sidecar soap going on with the Razor Rock Monster Brush. We have the Razor Rock Hawk and the Feather Pro. Let's get shaving. Yep. Consistent with yesterday's. It's very slick. Good amount of cushion. Yeah, liking that. Oh. I realised you zoomed right in on my ugly mug. So, apologies if you've just eaten. Or if I've cracked any of your monitors. indeed phone screens in these day and age. It's a lovely, lovely hot day here in the West Midlands. This morning I was out of bed for about 7:30. I had lay-in, being Father's Day and all, and it was already 21 degrees Celsius, so yeah, it was great stuff. Here we go, pass number 1. Very nice. I would say masses of residual slickness left. Superb stuff. Lovely, can't fault it. Let's go to pass number 2. So it's that kind of this is what you would call a classy scent. Oh, got a nice hit of lemon there. It's a very gentlemanly scent, in as much as you know it's there, but it's not in your face and brash. And it's classy. It kind of invokes an image of someone sitting there in a leather wingback chair, smoking jacket on, quite unassuming but very full of presence at the same time. Sitting there reading a book, something like that. It's kind of what it invokes. In my head anyway. But I'm strange like that, I have a very vivid imagination. So, pass number 2, across the grain. Lots of kids outside playing on this mid-Sunday morning. I think they're enjoying the weather. My good lady wife enjoyed the weather yesterday, she got a bit sunburned. So she's slightly jealous, in as much as when I go outside in the sun, I don't burn. It's almost like the sun and I are like that. It agrees with me. But it doesn't agree with her. There we go. Another perfectly executed pass. No drama. Bit of noise from the outside, but I make no apologies for kids having fun. That's what they're meant to do. They're meant to enjoy themselves. It's good that they're actually outside playing and not stuck glued to an iPad or something like that. Anyway, pass number 3 against the grain. So this is a lovely brush to use, and it's nice to have a good soap to go with it. I think every kind of soap has its perfect combination. I think this soap's ideal brush is this one. There we go. So, third pass against the grain. And again, there is more than enough slickness here to provide comfort. because quite often I find where a soap comes up short is against the grain, it doesn't provide the glide that you need to have the razor get comfortably over your skin. And I've got enough here and then some. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much because I think out of all the ones I've tried, I think this is only the third vegan soap to come truly good and actually perform on par with a good tallow soap. I'm pleased with that. Okay. And there we have it, job done. Just a cold rinse. There we go. Pat dry. And there we have it, another successful shave. So, what we had today? Well, we've had the Sidecar. Apologies for the apparent confusion there, I'm just cleaning up the pot. Don't want to show you a soapy leathery pot that I might just drop. We have the Sidecar, put the lid on. Again, same sort of tin. Nicely presented, tells you exactly what it is, and I like the marketing. It's consistent with the Prohibition era kind of colour scheme, simplicity, and all that jazz. I like the fact that everything you need to know in terms of the ingredients list is here on the front. And yeah, again, lemon comes through more than the cognac. The cognac is kind of there, kind of in the middle ground. Lemon just kind of is the top note to my nose anyway, and I suppose it's that smooth creaminess of the cognac that is in the background. Could do with it being a little bit stronger, I suspect, even though, like I say, I'm not the biggest fan of the drink of cognac. I think maybe I'd like the soap to have a little bit more of it in there. But either way, it's pleasant. Like I say, the performance speaks for itself. It enabled a smooth, comfortable, drama-free shave, as you can see. I don't look like a doner kebab on a Friday night, and there's no irritation to speak of. I went a little bit aggressive with the razor here, but that's that. So that's no reflection on the soap at all. That's just me pushing a little bit too hard on a notoriously stubbly bit. Anyway. Nice, I like it. So, what can we say? First impressions of the Sidecar. Performance is spot on, and if the post-shave is similar to the post-shave of the Whiskey Sour, it's going to be top-notch there as well. The only thing I would say is I'd like the scent a little bit stronger, just to lift the experience a little bit more. But then again, I understand not everyone likes a strong soap in terms of scent, but I liked the prominence and the punch of the Whiskey Sour. I think this one just needs a little bit of a lift just to bring it up to the same kind of olfactory experience. But the actual shaving experience I cannot knock. So yeah, Prohibition style Sidecar shaving soap. All vegan, all good, and yeah, as you can see, no drama. And that's what you want from a soap. The Prohibition style soaps are, so far, first impressions, good stuff. So chaps, I'm going to let you get on with your Father's Day. and I'm going to go and do the same. I don't know what I'm doing. Just one of those days. We were going to go out to the park for a picnic lunch, but the good lady wife decided she wanted to turn a lovely shade of lobster yesterday, so we're going to give that one a miss. Might just cook a nice bit of roast beef and enjoy a few whiskies this afternoon. And yeah, anyway, I want to do a video of that separately. But that's nothing to do with this, and I'm waffling. So chaps, particular Justin from Prohibition Styles, thank you very much for these pots of soap to try out. I will give you a full roundup next weekend, and yeah, thanks again for watching. Hope you liked. See you again soon.